Hi guys, and welcome for a new episode of Dubai Wellness Talk. My name is Allaoua Gaham. I'm gonna be your host today, as known as Allaoua Yoga. I am so thrilled and happy, like every of my guests, but especially today because I'm receiving someone who's dear to my heart, a very good friend that I've been following for some time. Please welcome Lubna.
What's up?
How are you? Good to see you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming, Lubna. We have so much to discuss about. I have so many questions. Lubna, you might know her, and this is going to be one of the topic. It's about being an influencer, wellness influencer in Dubai. So I will ask you if you can introduce yourself first.
Okay, so I think you did the half of the introduction. So
I did the good half. We want to know the rest.
My name is Lubna, JAWHARJI. A lot of people ask me where am I from. I'm half Lebanese, half Iraqi. And I can say I'm a mom of two girls based in Dubai. I'm a content creator, and I focus all of my content mostly in the Arab region. So I try to speak in Arabic and just to reach to the Arab
connect.
world.
This is one of the reasons I also really want you to be on this talk. Is like because I know you really speak to the Arab world, and especially to the women Arab world. So
which is very important and to relate to, because we see a lot of the Arab world. It's hard also as a mother of two girls to relate to someone who's working, who have time for themselves and all that. So
being a mom is not easy. It's like a full-time job.
And also I'm a fitness coach and a nutritional advisor. And that's pretty much about me.
That's
I try to keep it simple.
That's a lot to cover. I think being a mother is like one of the main things. I'm a father myself, so I can see my wife the time she spends with the kids. So I know it's very hard.
Two boys, they're adorable.
Thank you. Not when they wake you up at 5 a.m., but that's another story.
That's so cute.
But okay, that's the thing.
Parenting is hard in general.
Yeah, it's very hard, and you actually make your let's say the angle you choose to be a wellness influencer is also an angle who allows you to be let's say a mother influencer. You kind of use this both, I want to say, activity, but this so how do you separate it? What do you create in terms of content for these two aspect of your life, the fitness and the motherhood?
Well, for me, what's very important and what I like to remind, since we're talking to mothers mostly at the same
listen to us, mothers.
On all of you mothers. Rule number one: it's so important to make time for yourselves. Even if you're a mother, father, student, wife, working woman, anything, whatever you are, self-love, time for yourself is so important. And I think it's great to give that time to, to live a healthy lifestyle. This is so important, because if you eat healthy, you train, you're always in a good mood, you're always in a good shape, your mind is clear, you're more focused, you're more organized, you're more, you know how it is, you're more focused, and you feel like you stand out from the rest of the people around you.
It has to do a lot of motivation, a lot of like being able to always do what you set your mind for.
Exactly.
And this is pretty hard.
It's possible. Some people say, because we live in Dubai, and how everyone says, I'm too busy, I don't have time.
We're all too busy. We don't have time. We have to make time.
Everyone's stressed. So
how do we make time to because I can imagine, you see, I'm not an influencer, but I dedicate some time to create some content when I collaborate with some brand, or when I just want to share some yoga stuff or nutrition or anything who has to do mainly with well-being. It's a full-time job. It really takes a lot of time. So how do you experience it? Do you have any advice how you separate your time?
It's put your priorities first. So there is time for everything if you're organized, if you have time for everything. So if you look at my schedule, I have literally 9 to 10 gym, 10 to 11, let's say, shopping, 11 to 12, pick up the kids from school, 12 to 1 cooking time. So
so you have it on the fridge, and
it's just
and
right
you
in
have
my
this.
mind,
Okay.
Just like, what do you do when you first wake up in the morning?
It's
I'm
that
going to
strict.
ask you a question.
Really?
What do you do when you first wake up in the morning?
It depends if my family is here or not. Because now my family is not here. They're spending the summer away, so I have definitely a different schedule. But what do you do?
So
What's your
usually,
first thing?
like any other person, when you first wake up in the morning, the first thing you do, you'll wake up,
Mm-hmm.
have breakfast maybe, or
Mhm.
brush your teeth first, and then
Mhm.
have breakfast. So
Mm-hmm.
just a small example.
Yeah.
But this is how your life should be. You know, it's a path. Of course, you get some, you know, surprises during your day. Things happen that might change your schedule.
Mm-hmm. A
But
lot.
you should have, you know, a sequence of your time,
Mhm.
you know, and this is how you can do everything. So many people ask me, like, how can you cook and shop and shoot content and
Yeah,
train
it's very
and
impressive.
take your kids out? I'm like, it's all about balance and time management.
Mhm. I think time management
You
is
know?
the main thing. Let me tell you something. You know, a lot of people, they say like influencer, it's not really a real job. I mean, what they do, it's so easy. They just like bring their face in front of the camera and they say, this is great, this is...
Yeah,
It's actually people who never did it who actually
yeah.
say that. It's a real full-time... And it's hard to maintain a level
Very.
of producing any content.
Yes.
So, how many hours do you dedicate to create content per day? Is it like that
Hours,
strict, a part of
sometimes,
schedule?
Sometimes full day.
All right.
And you said something about influencer. It's very important as an influencer to spread a good message.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever content you deliver for people to learn something,
Mhm,
you know,
mhm.
whether it was motivation, whether it was a move, whether it was a message, whether it was something you inspire
They
them
learn.
to learn from you. So being an
Mhm.
influencer is just about, you know, let me take a video of the, you know, this and
Hey.
yay, life is great. It's not like that. You're responsible. People follow you. They want to see how true you are, how original you are, and what's the message you're giving to people. It's not just
So
about...
you feel this responsibility.
Yes,
This is in
yes,
your
very.
DNA. You're gonna,
Trust me, I've turned down a lot of deals because of that. I'm sure
yeah,
you've done too,
yeah,
because
a lot. Yeah,
you know
yeah, a
it
lot.
needs to relate to you, and at the same time you're responsible with what you share around.
That's the initial meaning to me of influencer. Like from the moment that you're gonna play a role into like influence the opinion
Yes.
on people on something, it need to be something that first you try, that you believe in it, that's
Yeah,
something
that's
that will show results, you know. And yeah, definitely, I had, especially with some medical industry, I
Yes.
was refusing a lot of deals.
medical
and,
vitamins.
Because you never really know
you know, they
exactly
just
how
want
things.
to, you know, take this, and I'm like, no, it doesn't work like that, you know.
Yeah, this
Really
is
needs to
how I
change,
see.
you know?
Yeah, we have a community. We build a community. People trust us at some point, and then some brand just want to use this community
Yeah.
to improve the sales. But I don't think this is how it works. Especially now, it's getting harder. People are
Right.
less trustful. They really need to, you know.
Yes.
And see,
and you also have kids, so you're responsible.
of
2-3 years from now, your kids are gonna, you know, relate to you, ask you
it's
why
it's
are
your
you doing this,
legacy.
why are you doing
Why
that.
did you do that?
Sometimes
Yeah.
my kids, you know, why mama are you having this or doing that? I have to explain it to them.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
always in the back
That's
of
true.
my head, you know. I might have people their age
Yeah,
following
you
me too.
yeah,
so you're
you have to
responsible,
yeah, you have to give
responsibility.
answers. Yeah, you cannot
Yeah.
just do something. Yeah, that's very interesting. Your Instagram is Lubis, yeah.
Yes.
So
Lubs.
Lubs. I always say Lubis.
I love how
Lubs.
Allaoua calls me
Lubis,
Lubis.
no French
so
accent.
unique.
But yeah, I really invite you guys
Yeah.
to check by yourself, because I really
Thank
like your
you.
content, and you know there is a lot of wellness influencers. See, I like to create well-being.
Yes,
Which
I love
not
your
just
content
wellness.
too, by the way. You inspire me too.
Thank you. I really, I'm
It's-
trying to, you know. See, I have a different approach than you. I don't structure it so much, you know.
Yeah.
I really, it comes by wave. If I want to share something, I do it. If I want to try to motivate people, because at this time of my day, I don't feel that good. So, you know,
Yes.
have these things, I have this, I would even say intimate relationship
Yes.
with the viewer. You see,
That's
especially the
that's
likes
what I love
doesn't-
about you, by the way.
With-
because
with,
you know, like you're very, you know, if you're in the mood, you do it. If not, that's
yeah,
it. It's just like
sometimes I don't have
to
any
shoot content,
cost.
right?
Yeah, exactly, and I don't want to do that. So that's why
Yeah.
I start telling you I'm not an
It's true.
influencer. I don't consider myself
Yes.
an influencer. I am a yoga teacher, maybe with
Yes.
certain influence, you know, but I don't want to go into. That's why I'm very impressed with people like you who can manage to take care of the
Aw,
kid,
thank you.
cook, create content, go to the
Multitask.
gym. Even going to the gym, I can even last for more than a week. You know? Sometimes you see me at J Club, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
go train there like every day for a week, and then it's very hard.
It's hard. Some people don't see how hard.
I
it
don't
is to
think I have the
commit,
regularity.
and,
Yeah, it's very.
it's not.
And yeah, I was speaking about this intimate relationship that you develop with your followers. I don't really see it in the likes, in the comments, in the level of engagement. I think, tell me if you feel the same, in the viewers. When you put stories,
Yeah.
the amount of viewers that you have, it's always, in my case, the same people over and over and over. So you feel like there's so much
Yeah.
into your life, you know, so you
Yes.
create this thing. So you don't want to lie to them, you know.
Yes.
You don't want
So
to say
true,
something,
yeah.
this is great, when you know
You
it's
don't.
not, you know.
It's not. Yeah,
So
yeah,
do you have the
yeah.
same feelings about this
Of
relationship with
course,
them?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, my followers, they're my second family.
Mm-hmm.
And really, sometimes I would post something to take their opinion about something, just like
And
they
bam.
refer back to me and I give them my
Mm-hmm.
opinion. I do take their opinion too, and they do inspire me, and they've changed, and I've learned from them a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So when they, when they always view what you're doing, and you know, it's a relationship. You don't see them.
It's
They
deep
see
relationship.
it's a different relationship, but I
They know your
feel them,
secrets,
you know?
you know,
Yeah. And
especially if they
I'm
follow
very,
up,
pretty
you know.
much engaged. I'm sure you've seen. I mean, people come and train with you, so you get to meet them too sometimes.
Yeah, when you do some event, it's incredible because
it's amazing. Like
even some people do not actually live in Dubai. When you do an event, they will drive all the way from Abu Dhabi, from Ras Al Khaimah, and you see them and say, "I've been following you for."
And it's a blessing, like for them to drive this distance and make time to come and see you or train with you. You feel really good.
You feel good. You feel good, and you feel this relationship is like genuine. You know, it's there's no more any screen between you and them when you meet the people. Then you want to follow them as well.
Community you've built, you have an amazing community.
Everyone
community with Allaoua when there's an event or a class.
No, but I guess this is maybe one of the secrets. If I want to give this advice to people, if you want to be maybe an influencer, don't be an influencer. You know, like don't go by the codes of all the market.
I don't call myself a monster influencer.
Yeah,
I hate it. I'll go like, I'm a content creator.
Yeah, okay,
because I don't know. I feel like it's just, I don't know.
I like the word influencers, but the initial word, like you are a leader of opinion, you are a leader, you try something, you break the ice, you will share all your experience, you know. So for me it's just an extension from my work, which is yoga. I discover more about myself, my practice, the spirituality of yoga, the physical part, and instead of just sharing it with like 20, 30 people in a class, I share it with like thousands of people who actually like it as well.
Exactly.
So yeah, let's say I still want to give credit to the word influencer. Maybe not the way that it have been perceived the last few years, because it has been a little bit modified, I would say, but I like to return to the origin of this word, you know. I love also content creator, because at the end of the day, this is what you do. You create content.
I mean, the content creator do influence, you know, at some point, and that's eventually why people are called influencers. But nowadays, people are calling themselves just influencers, and they don't even have the content.
That's true. That's true.
So you need to have the content.
They're more attracted by the possible fame or the possible things and like income that can generate more by it. But they don't last. They don't last. I mean, since how long have you been doing that?
6 years now.
You see, it's a long time.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
Especially when you're
it needs
genuine.
to be like organic,
Yes, and you need to be related. I mean, do what you think you love, you know. You can't, for example, shoot something. For example, you're in yoga today. 2 years from now, you're a chef, for example.
And next week you become like a healer. I don't know. Lifestyle.
So you have to. I mean, you will always grow. There's always room to grow, to change. People don't want to see the same thing every day.
Yeah. But in your path.
Yes, but it's not wrong to, you know, sometimes
adjust. Try new things.
But always stick to, you know, your
don't follow the train. You know, don't go like, now I'm gonna speak about cars. Cars is amazing.
Like, you openly see people traveling, people, you know, doing fashion shows and then cooking, and then you become distracted.
Yes, true.
And how many times have you thought of, maybe I should do something other than, you know, on top of, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
You get distracted. But
honestly, in my case, except this experience talk, you know, that I had in my mind since a long time, you know, because I think it's very important to I want to bring somehow Dubai into the world map of wellness.
Yes,
I have a lot I have a lot of friends back in France when Dubai isn't really the best place for well-being. I said, no, actually it's wrong. We need wellness and we need well-being in Dubai more than anywhere else in the world. We have so much different nationality. There's so much people have things to share. So
and they've invested a lot of events, expo.
It's
so
incredible.
Much is happening. And a lot of people are moving here. You know, living here to Dubai. Dubai,
and so the turnover is incredible.
Big time.
See, like just today, we had like 5 different nationality with people with different like background, and this is really what I want to bring into this. So I have some question. I'm sure some people was wondering this. Do you feel affected positively or negatively, especially negatively, when maybe your post is not hitting the same reach as the one before, or when people are giving bad comment? Because you know this actor like Tom Holland, the Spider-Man. I don't know if you heard. I saw like recently he decided to withdraw himself from Instagram. I believe he has like 20 million or 40 million something. And so do you understand that?
Yeah.
How does it affect you?
For me, to be honest, thankfully, I'm blessed. It haven't affected me. I mean, it does affect you. I'm not going to say no, but it affects me in a way. For example, if I post something and I don't see much views or likes,
Well, how do you feel?
It affects me in a way is that maybe I should, do something different in the video, or maybe not share such video. Let's say, for example, if I did a recipe,
okay,
maybe they didn't like the recipe, or maybe it was too hard, or maybe it was not interesting. So I always learn from its feedback at the
So you don't feel like emotionally affected, but you want to kind of modify and wonder what can I do different.
Maybe,
yeah, I guess it's the way forward. This is the good path.
On my page, when I post workouts or advice when it comes to fitness, people
hard
like
ones.
it more.
Yeah, the glutes
when
one,
I post a recipe, people still want to see what do I prepare, what do I eat.
Yeah, it's a big part of fitness. Yeah.
And for example, results. People love seeing results and before and afters and all that.
Yeah, that's a key.
So you see what people like and you give more from it. But again, it's not wrong to diverse a bit and see how people respond back to it. And it shouldn't affect you at the end of the day. If you're giving a good message out of something.
Message is important. The intention, guys, is very important.
The intention. You're not going to think of how many likes. Nobody posted. Nobody commented. Oh my God, It needs. If you believe that it's a good message. Yeah,
it's something that at least the few people who saw it maybe will understand it and digest it.
100%.
Last question, Lubna. Do you have any advice to give to people who want to start, particularly doing some wellness blogging or wellness posts, or just like becoming an influencer? Or what advice can you give to those people?
A lot of advice. Only one?
No, you can
Can I give 10?
for about 2 minutes advice.
The most important one is what we've been talking about, is that to always share something useful. Why do people want to see the video or the picture or the story? What are they learning from? Because to be honest, you open Instagram today, how many things do you see? But
it's overwhelming.
Do you learn from what from one post? Something might change in you.
So learning is the key.
So what would you learn from that content or video or post? This is for me.
So this is the key, the key thing. So whatever you choose to go blogging about or sharing about, it has to have this knowledgeable message that people can take home and
learn. Because you're responsible. Again, people are going to see it. You don't know who's seeing the video or the content. It can be someone who's 5 years old nowadays.
Yeah, it's true. Actually,
kids have access to everything now, so you need to be really
be responsible.
Aware of what.
I love that you bring this up. The first point for you is like you feel you're on a mission and you have this responsibility. You're carrying a responsibility, so you don't want to do something who will negatively impact. What type of people are watching? You have like more like Arabic lady, or it's mixed?
Yes, you can say 90% of my followers are Arabs.
Arabic, yeah. From which countries mainly?
Mostly Dubai, Saudi.
Okay.
I have a lot of Iraq, Egypt. So a lot of people from the Middle East, Lebanon.
Strong Arab woman.
Arab with muscles.
With muscles.
No, but
amazing.
It's to always engage and relate to the Arab at the end of the world. I'm an Arab too, so I'm a proud Arab.
And you're definitely a part of the change as well, of the change mentality of the evolution and everything.
Thank you.
Amazing, Lubna, thank you so much.
It's not enough to talk with you, Allaoua.
I know we can talk about so many topics. Thank you for accepting the invitation. I'm so happy to have you here on the talk, guys. Make sure you subscribe here, hit the bell. You can ask any question in a comment below. You can of course follow Lubna, and we'll put all the information down there. Thank you so much for all the strengths and all the support that you're giving to those videos. Ask us anything, any topic you want to see next, and we'll be happy to share everything with you guys. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, and see you soon for next episode of Dubai Wellness.